Hello and good morning to everyone who's watching us through KTV2. Happy last 10 days of Ramadan. Welcome to a new episode of your morning program, Good Morning Kuwait. And today we have a special guest that we are so happy and pleased to have them with us this morning. So please keep watching us till the end of the program. Hello and good morning, Aziz.
Good morning to you and good morning our working crew and good morning everyone and welcome to your show Good Morning Kuwait. Ramadan Kareem for everyone who's joining us through the KTV2. We'll be with you from now until 12 p.m. and also we're happy the last 10 days of the holy month of Ramadan. I hope that in these last 10 days more blessed. And the good thing about the holy month of Ramadan is the abundance of good deeds and also blessing. So my co-host Sarah, we spoke about the blessings. This is the last 10 days.
This is the last 10 days. This is actually the days that the Holy Quran revealed to our Prophet Muhammad. May peace be upon him. So, dear viewers, actually, may Allah grant you all with the honor of the Laylat al-Qadr. And I hope this last 10 days we're going to be so pleased actually to all of you. So, Aziz, we know some people actually decrease the amount of praying actually amount of du'as because this is really a blessed last 10 days of Ramadan.
It's the blessed last 10 days, and even the holy month of Ramadan is the time when the Holy Quran already established, because this is the last 10 days is considered one of these days Quran already established to the world to see the Holy Quran. And there is something else I would like to remind everyone who's watching us with the KTV2 about Zakat al-Fitr.
Yes.
Now is the time if you want to already applying for Zakat, and even we have another segment.
We have another segment, but before that, speaking about Zakat al-Fitr, how we are preparation for Eid al-Fitr, Aziz.
Oh, it's different. So Eid al-Fitr is, people are going now to buying some groceries, clothes, and are preparing for this occasion.
Yes, so preparing some new decoration, preparing for actually Eid sweets and some dresses for ladies and girls. That's amazing. We can have to say, Aziz, happy Eid to everyone who's watching us through KTV2.
In advance, yes. And also we have today in our show, let me share with you about our distinguished guest for today. So soon we'll have with us Dr. Hussein Al-Aryan. He's a general surgeon at Ministry of Health. We're going to talk more about the governmental healthcare sector, and he will give us some tips related to the holy month of Ramadan, also Sarah, and even we'll have another guest also.
Moreover, dear viewers, we will have for you Dr. Muhammad Al-Gattan. He is an exercise physiologist to help us on structuring our annual family budget.
And also the exercise. So now let's go to this break. They will continue. We are back to our show again. Good morning, Kuwait. We're moving for our talk more about our variety and plenty of reports today. We're already preparing for you from our working crew. And now during the holy month of Ramadan, too many people know because you already fast for 16 hours.
Yes.
But people now applying for we call it fasting or detox fasting.
Detoxing, I know too many people, they love doing detoxing like once or twice in a month, like including some fruits or vegetables. That's really amazing, that detoxing their body from poisons, from like bad food habits.
And even with the green tea. So a typical detox diet involves a period of fasting following by the strict diet of fruit, vegetables, as my co-host Sarah said, and even the fruit juices, and even also including water.
Including water. Sometimes the detox actually also includes herbs, teas, supplements, and colon cleanings of enemies.
So this is the claim to be the simulate for your liver to get rid of the toxin. So let's watch this following report for Ms. Al-Sahar to talk more about the detox fasting. Let's watch it together.
Hello everybody, Ramadan Kareem. My name is Mirvat Al-Sahar, Integrative and Nutrition Health Coach. Today I'm going to talk about something very important to detox the food from our body, to detox the uncontrollable chemicals lead from the world, such as poisoning coming from pollution, second-hand smoking, and pesticides. Besides that, we are going to help our organs and support our body to get healthy lifestyle. Now we are standing in our tray and a lot of things going on, so we have to demonstrate our effort to help you to get healthy lifestyle. First of all, there is a glass of water. It is my glass every day I'm taking. The lemon juice and the citrus of the lemon zest of the lemon help us to flush the toxin out and filter the body from the poison and give us the energy, of course. Next, if I am doing that as an early morning in Ramadan or even not Ramadan. So the next step is detoxing water. Detoxing water is very helpful for all the people, all the family members. We have to put strawberries. We have also to put the zest. The zest of or the skin of the lemon give us a fiber and protect us from nausea. So this is also protect and absorb all the toxin out of our body. Strawberry, it's very helpful. It is like alkaline our body and contain vitamin A and C. So next, also we can put our cucumber. It is good for hydration, good for moving our bowels and giving effect of removing of our dirt or toxin. Next, we have to see another things new in the field of health. The chlorophyll mint. Chlorophyll mint help us, a small piece or a small drops help us to control and minimize the toxin in our body. Also, we can put a small tablet of charcoal. Charcoal activated help to move our toxin from our body. This is the opposite of our organ. Organ, it's normally doing its help. It's help itself. God give us the organs to protect us from dirt. But we want to support because the overload from other pollution and non-smoke give us more loaded in our organ. It's not working properly. So we have to help by putting a small pieces of charcoal on our water. This is the water every day we have to drink that. And this is helpful to detox your body and to remove the toxin from your organs. We have to also to consider colorful, multicolorful of the fruits and vegetables. So when we are mixing our fruits in our as a daily habit food, we can get a more benefit of fiber and chemicals that give us the opportunity to absorb our dirt or toxin from our body. Besides that, we have to think about legumes, black beans, red beans, burgol or sunflower or rice. So the rices here give us the protein, the black rice or the brown rice, the legumes and the sunflower seeds, the broccoli sprouts, all give us the protein and support our system and organs and flush out all the toxin out of our body. Let us talk a little bit about the green vegetable here. I like it a lot, and we have to mix as a daily habit, not just on Ramadan. For example, kale, broccoli, and the beets. The beets is also can make alkaline blood and make your blood normal pH. Let us talk about chia seeds and all the seeds around your table. When you are started with this chia seeds, it will give your minerals and your vitamins and give the power and reduce your weight. Also, there is vinegar, apple vinegar, very important in absorbing and like a flush your blood, flush your body, you flush your body organs from all the toxin. In the end, I have something very special, like dry brushing. The dry brushing, we should take it as a daily basis to move toward your heart. It will move your circulation and also help the woman for cellulite. There is a little bit also for your stomach, your mouth. It will clean your mouth from the dirt, give good odor, and also protect from bacteria. All oily and all something organic oil that give like a gargle, then it will spray. You will have a lifestyle good and also breathe good, and you will live in a healthy lifestyle.
And we came back again, dear viewers. We know the Good Morning Kuwait prepares always prepare for us some informative reports and interesting reports as well.
Also, that's why we are even in our working crew preparing such a report relates to the holy month of Ramadan and other occasions. So let's stay tuned. Let's watch it together.
Hello and good morning to everyone who's watching us through KTV2. I'm Sara البكر. And today I'm covering at the LOIAC Academy of Performing Arts, LAPA. This kind of organization, they used to hold every year some kind of performancing events, musical performance actually, and many stuff. But in this year, they start focusing on the Palestine, our sister country, Palestine. And today is the fourth day. We have two sections of today's event. We have a play show that focusing on Palestine country, its heritage, traditional, some musical performance, and also we can see some beautiful ladies wearing some, like let's say embroidery. Darra'a is Palestinian, embroidery is darra'a. And here, I'm right here standing, and we can see too many beautiful paintings, fine art paintings that painted by the visual art Namir Qasim. And gonna take a look about the paintings and also about the play show, and then we'll be right back to you.
I was born in Jerusalem. I've been living there on and off for the past 40, 50 years, I shall say. I lived in the diaspora too, and I had the chance and the opportunity to realize my dream at a later stage and to participate, okay, as a Palestinian, to be part of or to tell the Palestinian narrative through theater. So I have written until now 3 plays. The first one is Where Can I Find Someone Like You, Ali, which I'm going to perform in Mahrajan Al-Aude today. And I shall thank Mrs. Fari'a Saqaf, who gave me this great chance, to be part of the Al Grain Festival a few years back. And since then, I have become a guest of Kuwait. So I'm very excited tonight to present to you this play which talks about the children and the parents of martyrs.
So LAPA annually hosts Ramadan nights in which they have the theme of artistic theme. And this year's theme is all about Palestine. We want to raise awareness about what's going on in Palestine. We want to support them for their rights to return back to their homeland. In which you have here all these paintings. The exhibition is called Qanatir, which supports an artist all the way coming from Jerusalem, Namir Qasim. The artist Namir Qasim, and which all the funds of this exhibition will go to support her and people in Palestine. The events have been going on for 3 days, and now it's the 4th and last day of the events. We have had monodrama performance on our stage, all the way from Jerusalem. Also, artist Raida Taha. She's talking about her father and a monodrama story. We also had our LAPA music team and Palestinian Dabka. They performed it as well on our stage.
Now, dear viewers, we reached the end of our report for today. I hope you enjoyed our coverage at the Palestine Night Al-Auda event, the return in English. And at the end, we can say that the Palestine country and the Palestine case is in our heart and in our mind. May Allah protect and save you all. This is Sarah Al-Bakr. See you for next time, and bye-bye.
We are back to our show again. Good morning, Kuwait. Now moving for our first interview segment. Let's welcome together Dr. Hussein Al-Aryan. He's a general surgeon at the Ministry of Health. Dr. Hussein Al-Aryan already worked during the COVID-19 pandemic in one of the biggest and the most critical quarantine, Jabal Stadium quarantine. Our guest will gonna explain more about the governmental healthcare sector, and this system works under the pressure during the flu season. So let's welcome Dr. Hussein Al-Aryan. Hello and Ramadan Kareem.
Hello, good morning, Abdulaziz. Thank you for that amazing introduction. Good morning to you and good morning to our dear viewers.
You're most welcome, and thank you so much for joining us today in our show, Good Morning Kuwait. I've been in the Jabal quarantine there. I saw the people who are working 24/7, and even they work for other occupations, like you are a doctor, and even you work as a cameraman. You take drone shots for the Ministry of Health also that time.
Yes, exactly. We were taking a snapshot, or let's say aerial photographs of the entire quarantine was holding, I think, around as a capacity 5,000 patients or beds, let's say.
So that's why we are very proud of you and all about the White Armies. We consider you like the first liners. So today we'll talk about something else, Doctor. During the holy month of Ramadan, you notice maybe around the globe people already asking about flu. Is it flu or it's not a flu?
Well, it's to be honest, it's a flu. So let's say one of the seasons of the flu is happening now. So it's just to take care of the elderly or the others, to take our precautions for them. And usually the flu comes around 5 to 7 days with supportive treatment, as we call it, a lot of liquids and pain medication or anti-fever medication, and hopefully you're gonna get better.
Inshallah, everyone will get better and better and better. So is it like we're always even asking my working crew, is it like a complicated situation, or it's like just like 1 week, 2 weeks and the flu will go?
I think it depends on the person by itself. Some of the patients, they have, let's say, comorbid diseases such as heart diseases, diabetes, blood pressure. So the impact will be different from another to another one. Specifically, we are talking about the population between age size. The younger, they will take it better, but the older, it will have an impact on them significantly.
Yeah, so I hope everyone will get well soon, even they have like a chronic disease or a major disease. Now, because we notice like in the huge amount of development in the governmental health cares, especially in the hospitals and even about the other entities. How do you see the development, the technologies for the governmental health care?
So we see there are multiple different places in Kuwait. Let's say Sheikh Jabir Al-Ahmed Hospital, Farwaniya Hospital Sopan, Al-Jahra Hospital. They are, let's say, the facilities inside, they are more developed in technology, infrastructure, and the technology in the devices. For example, we have the Da Vinci machine and so on. You will see that the technology are involving, let's say, or developing also the health sector.
Nice. So when you mentioned about the three of the new hospitals, Farwaniya Hospital, Al-Jahra Hospital, and Jabir Al-Ahmed Hospital. We'll mention more focus about Al-Jahra Hospital. So this is like a very huge project. Even when you want to enter the Al-Jahra Governorate, you will see a very big building far away. Tell us more about this huge project.
Yes, absolutely. Al-Jahra Hospital is one of the biggest hospital. As a capacity, it has 1,234 beds, and it has 4 towers. Each tower has 13 floors, and on the first and the second floor it will be the accidental and emergency. Third floor is the ICU and the operation theater, and you go on from the 4th top till the 13th floor are the wards, which are divided between the orthopedic, the ENT, the urology, the general surgery, the internal medicine, and so on. So it is big. I think the capacity that they made it so it will catch, new cities such as Al-Matla', South Saad Al-Abdallah, and so on. So it will be prepared. Also, it has, I think, 2 helipads up.
And even we see, like even in the third box, you can see from the picture here.
Yeah.
This is some photos in the day and the night time of the new Jahra Hospital.
Yeah.
So this kind of very huge project, you already mentioned, it will cover too many certain new areas like Al-Mutla area, Jabir Al-Ahmed, Saad Al-Abdallah, and all about Al-Jahra Governorate Hospital. So this kind of hospital, can you compare it to the international other hospitals in the world, like for the technologies?
Yes, because not comparing it, they have the same standard of the of the international hospitals as well. So that's why the Ministry of Health, when they build any hospitals, they have different protocols or standards that they should
even there is, if I know that this hospital have a quality without accreditation, or we have to certain
you have to have a quality accreditation, and this comes after you start up the hospital. So the quality accreditation is to improve the quality of care and to improve the services that you give.
Nice. Quality of care and the service how you give to the patient. So these kind of things, like it leads me to another topic. Like, what is about the we call it the partnership, or maybe the relationship between the international hospital and the governmental hospital. So it's such as like Al Jahra, and there is like a protocol cooperation between or something related.
Actually, the protocol that they are taking it from the Ministry of Health, and the Ministry of Health, they take it based on the, let's say, the studies that they do or the guidelines that they do around the globe in order to get the best,
Best, yes.
optimized hospital to give the services for the patients as well.
This is how we call it, the cooperation between all of them. And your major already, you are a general surgeon. I know, like, you are working in certain too many healthcare, such as before you've been in the quarantine in the Jabir, now in the major of the one big project hospital in the state of Kuwait. As your major and your colleagues, how do you see the facilities?
Well, the facilities are big, and it's significantly, let's say, it changed from the previous facilities, such as the old Al Jahra hospital. And it's a great environment to work on. Everything now is being developed. In Al Jahra hospital, we're nearly becoming a paperless hospital. So just 1 or 2
technologies and everything
yes,
in this.
it's taking over.
Yeah, and even I know, like, especially you, our guest, we are very proud of you and all the White Army, because I know your schedule already filled, day by night, operations, too many checking. How can now, during the holy month of Ramadan, you're checking about your patients? Cases.
It's the same thing.
Same.
Let's say nothing changed. It's the same time frame. You're checking on them no matter what.
No matter what, and
Yeah.
just to be sure to be like interacting with them to make them more calm.
Exactly.
So how do you see now the interaction of the patients now during with the doctors during these days? I know after the COVID-19, now the people who are dealing with the doctor are different than before. So you are the lifesavers. How they are taking your advices all the time, tips?
I think they are more appreciative about the advices by itself, and they are more compliant than before.
So it's different than before. So that's why this is like we call it now, they are more appreciated, more things. So I know during the holy month of Ramadan, I know your work is still the same, but do you have anyone to say to the dear viewers, you want to say something to them during this blessed month?
Just to take care of themselves and enjoy Ramadan.
Enjoy Ramadan time. Thank you so much. That's why we say all the time, because good times run very fast. Thank you so much. For sure, we'll be here again. We'll talk more about the new technology.
Hopefully, yes.
Thank you so much. So big thanks and appreciated Dr. Hussein Arian for already sharing the light more about the new big project, the Al Jahra Hospital, about their daily routine, the technologies, the relationship between the international hospitals with the governmental healthcare. Let's go to the stand break, dear viewers. Then we'll move on.
And we come back again, dear viewers, with our second interview segment with our special guest for today. Food is always used by our organs to support its life, which is a biochemical and physiological process. We call it nutrition. But our body's response to food, since it's the only source of energy for physical activity. For information on the benefits of physical activity, setting goals, and overcoming barriers, as well as the best nutrition to fuel these physical activities, let's have with us Dr. Mohammed Al-Gattan. He is an exercise physiologist to tell us more about it. So hello and good morning, doctor.
Good morning, Sarah. How are you doing?
I'm good. It's always a pleasure to have you with us in our show, doctor.
I'm glad to be here with you today.
So since we are in the holy month of Ramadan, the schedule is really different from the regular days, as well as our food. So let's talk about the nutrition in the holy month of Ramadan.
Exactly. So like you just mentioned, Sarah, that our lifestyle is changing in the holy month of Ramadan. We have 30 minutes or 30 days that we fast from 15 to 16 hours.
Yes.
And the rest probably 9 to 8 hours that we could allow to eat and drink. This is why it's totally different. This is why it's very important, Sarah, to really eat very well. Nutrition is very important during the holy month of Ramadan. There are a lot of elements in the nutrition, such as carbohydrate, protein, as well as fat, minerals, and vitamins. These are the most famous elements in nutrition that we have in order to live function well in the daily life.
So
Yes.
how our body actually, doctor, react to the food? in the holy month of Ramadan.
Exactly. You just mentioned that, Sarah, the only source of energy is the food.
Yes.
And this is why it's very important to eat very well and to be hydrated.
Yes.
And like I just mentioned that we have to eat and try to really eat the 5 elements, and we have to be sure that we could eat them, because this is going to be how the balance in our body.
Yes.
If the balance is there, then we could really function very well as we could exercise.
Yes.
Because a lot of people, like, you know, they exercise during the holy month of Ramadan.
Yes. So, doctor, since we are young, we heard that we have to eat healthy food. So what is meant by healthy food? What is the healthy food actually?
So now there are a lot of trends about healthy food. Some people think organic is considered to be healthy food. But what I really say that healthy food is choosing the right food. For example, instead of choosing the bad, like example, the animal fat, choosing the plant-based fat. This is actually what you called it, the healthy food. And this actually going to help us actually prevent a lot of chronic diseases, as well as in some cases could treat chronic diseases.
That's amazing. So we can treat too many chronic diseases through nutrition and healthy food.
Absolutely.
We're going to talk about that later on, doctor. But we know some people actually really take care about, let's say, the label, the fact label. They take care of the calories that written in the, let's say, the cans and many like sources of food. So what do you think about that?
This is actually a very good trend. And I think I really encourage a lot of people to do that, even though sometimes it's really hard to really try to count every single item.
Yes.
But it's really good habit. So because Sarah, we need a specific calories in our daily life, because even we are in the resting condition, we need to burn some calories. And when we exercise, we have to burn actually more calories. This is why we have to know which kind of exercise that we have to do. In order to do that, we have to count how many calories that we have to consume, that we could do the proper exercise and we could function throughout the day fine. However, my advice for people who really do not like to really read the label, because it takes some time, it takes some effort to do so.
Yes.
So what I usually recommend is really simple things to do, is a moderation, Sarah. Moderation is the key. We don't have to really overdo it or less do it. The moderation, we don't have to eat the whole thing, and we don't have to really eat very less, because still I told you that nutrition is really good and the only source for energy. The moderation, eat in the moderation quantity, and this is going to be the best solution in order if you want to avoid reading the labels and counting each calories.
Yes, balancing is required.
Absolutely,
let's say. So what about, doctor, about the physical factor? What are the physical factors which influencing our bodies?
Basically, Sarah, what you mean that is physical activity.
Yes.
So let's say that some people actually, they don't have time to go to the gym.
Yes.
And in order to do so, they have to do some other activity. For example, like say in the holy month of Ramadan, a lot of women actually staying at the kitchen for a few hours and try to really prepare the meals for suhoor or for iftar.
Yes.
This actually considered to be a physical activity. Cleaning the house is considered to be a physical activity. Walking, for example, from the house to the mosque or from the house to the supermarket.
Yes.
This is considered to be physical activity. If you're going to combine these, actually going to be really good for us. Many people actually do not take the elevator, instead they take the stairs. So these considered to be a really good habits that we have to do. Matter of fact, there are a study that looked at 3 groups. The first group is the people who exercise on a regular basis. They go to the gym and they exercise. The second group who actually do the physical activity, like I just mentioned.
Their daily lives.
Their daily lives.
Yes.
And the third group, which considered to be the sedentary lifestyle, which is they do nothing, basically.
Lazy people.
Exactly. The best group, they found out that the most benefit they get is the people who exercise on a regular basis.
Yes.
And also the second group, come to the second point, with people who actually do the physical activity. That meaning that any kind of physical activity that you do at home or at your job, it's actually going to be benefit for you. And this is why I really encourage every single one of us try, if you don't have time or if you don't have like the effort to go to the gym, to do any kind of physical activity. Playing with your kids
Yes.
is considered to be physical activity.
Yes.
And this is why it's really very, very good to do it.
That's amazing, Doctor. Really a golden advice to our dear viewers is try to do some physical activities even while you are sitting at the office in your work, let's say.
Absolutely.
And it's really good news for all the ladies who are standing actually for hours for the kitchens, really considered as a work activities, let's say.
Absolutely.
So how about the physical activities work with our nutrition, about healthy lifestyle, let's say?
So nutrition and physical activity, they work together. So Sarah,
Yes.
we have to eat like a healthy food as well as we have to exercise.
Yes.
Some people, Sarah, asked me, okay, what about in the 30 days of Ramadan? Now people actually tend to eat more sweets. And I told him, I told them that's fine if you eat sweet. However, don't eat too much, as well as try to burn all the calories that you consume by eating these kind of sweets. Because you know, as we have a variety of dishes, we have a variety of sweets. And I don't like to tell my students or the people or our dear viewers to really stop eating these. Eat in a moderation, as well as if you want to eat more, you have to exercise or you have to do a physical activity.
So this is how we control the delicious meals that we
Exactly.
have,
This is
especially
exactly.
in the Eid.
Yes.
Some people actually try to eat too many sweets and they eat too many feasts. Actually, the different type of delicious meals, let's say.
Yes, I totally agree with you, Sarah. So many people actually do work very hard
Yes.
in the 30 days of Ramadan, and they're really eating very well, and they're actually eating in a moderation, and a lot of people actually, I feel really happy when I see a lot of people actually do physical activity.
Yes.
However, when this month ended and come the Eid, they go back to the old routine, and they try to gain weight and they eat a lot. And I really encourage our dear viewers to really continue these habits. If you exercising, keep exercising. If you are eating in a healthy way, still keep eating healthy in a moderation. And this is actually the best things to do. We have a 30 days that we're doing a very good job. We have to continue doing it because this is for our health. And I usually say that the best investment is our health. Because we would like to live for older, I could see a lot of older people, and they're living really healthy life. They are traveling, they are enjoying life, and they are going here and there without being really depending on any medication or any people. And this is actually, I would like to live this life. And if you would like to live this life, you have to exercise on a regular basis and eat healthy and try to avoid stress. And actually, I would like to mention something else, which is sleeping.
Wow.
We have to sleep really 8 hours, especially at the night. But many people actually do not do that. And unfortunately, this would lead to a lot of really problem and a lot of chronic disease, such as diabetes type 2 and obesity.
Yes, that's really amazing advices and inspiring, actually, as you mentioned about the future. If you want to live happily, let's say, or like healthy, like as you mentioned, like 60 or 70 years old, you can travel, you can do some activities, like have to control our bad food habits. It's really a lot. We have lovely different type of food. We have to, like, let's say, sleep less, but it's really a lovely time. Like you have the short time of happiness, but you're gonna live unhealthy in the future. It's really amazing. So actually, doctor, they missed the concept of the holy month of Ramadan, the concept of fasting, which is really healthy to our body, isn't it, doctor?
Absolutely. So there are a lot of benefits of fasting. Now, it's really actually detox our body. It's actually gonna reduce our weight. It should actually improve our insulin sensitivity, which is very important for people with diabetes. It would decrease the bad cholesterol, which is the LDL. And this actually a lot of health benefit that actually we gain from the holy month of Ramadan.
And some people miss that.
Unfortunately.
Because of the traditional occasions, doctor, what is also your advice for people who attend too many ghabgas?
Okay, this is actually some tradition, which is good. I actually like to be socialized, and I like to encourage people to actually go out and meet people. This is good for our not only health for our soul, for our mind, which is good.
Mhm.
But in regard the food, Sarah, like I'm gonna say again, try to control ourselves. If you're gonna go to Gabga 2, 3, 4 times a day, that's fine if you drink coffee, but try to drink at least 1 coffee and 1 Gabga. Don't do that 3, 4 cups in each Gabga. This is not good.
Yes.
The same thing with food. Not try to eat a lot of sweet. Eat just a little bit, and that's it.
And that's it. That's really an amazing doctor. Thank you for generous information and for golden advices.
No worries.
Dear viewers, big thanks and appreciation actually to our dear guest, Dr. Mohammed Al-Gattan. Don't go away, dear viewers. Let's have this tiny little break and then we'll move on.
Well, I guess, dear viewers, now we reached the end of our episode. We have today too many segments, and even we had already distinguished guests also, my co-host Sarah.
Exactly, and it's really lovely. Our Dr. Mohammed Al-Gattan, he taught us actually the importance of fasting and how to be balancing between nutrition and healthy lifestyle and also the social occasions. Really an important and informative actually segment.
And also to avoid legimat also. So
Yes.
even about the distinguished guest, Dr. Hussein Al-Aryan, he spoke about the healthcare, the new development of the governmental healthcare in the state of Kuwait, and also the protocol partnership between international hospitals and even the governmental hospital in the state of Kuwait.
That's amazing. So dear viewers, I hope you enjoyed our episode as much as we did. See you for the next time and have a lovely day. Bye-bye.
Have a lovely day. See you next time.